right, so for us is the reactions we got from the streets this morning.
Right.
Yes, political developments in Nigeria ahead of the 2027 general elections. Going by what majority of them said this morning, they are not sure of what awaits Nigeria in 2027.
Yes,
Yeah.
a whole lot of people are skeptical, most especially looking at the recent, will I say, negative happenings across
Okay.
the country. Yeah, I think that some people are expressing their fears and saying it's not just about the politics. We should look at the state of the nation first
Exactly.
before we think of the leadership.
Yes.
Because it's people that are saying, that are comfortable, that are good, that are happy if things are going well around them, that can come out to exercise their franchise wholeheartedly.
Yes,
So,
and some of the people on the street actually complained about insecurity in
yes,
Nigeria.
yes.
Yes, just recently in Oyo State, we saw how children and teachers were abducted from their school, and a lot of questions have been asked. Some Nigerians have asked, okay, in all of this that are happening, primaries are still going on in a political party. So what exactly is happening? Well, 2027 general elections, we all know, will come. Indeed, it's going to happen. But what are Nigerians feeling about the general elections?
Right.
Disaffection, action and inaction. But there is something paramount in the minds and hearts of Nigeria. A lot of things need to change. The economy needs to change. Insecurity has to be tackled frontally. Well, Pepe, these are some others Nigerians are actually hoping and wishing for before the general elections.
Yes, I think that they hammered more, or they laid more emphasis on the issue of insecurity, because I don't know how the anomaly has gotten that bad that insurgents will storm a school and
Yes.
pack children in their numbers. On
That's
a very
it.
sad note, just days ago, one of the teachers was reportedly
Beheaded,
beheaded.
yes.
Beheaded. And I don't even want to think about what his family is going
going
through,
through.
what his wife, his children, if his parents, if they are still alive, what they are going through, the kind of trauma
Exactly.
and pain they will be going through. So I don't know, really, honestly.
Yes, so the government, the political party in the center, they should actually do what Nigerians desire, what
Right.
Nigerians actually deserve at this time of our Nigerian economy, of our Nigerian nation. A lot needs to change. Well, this morning we quickly move on to paper review. We have a number of papers with us this morning. We have the Nigerian Tribune, the Daily Trust, the Daily Times, the Punch newspaper, the Vanguard.
We also have New Telegraph, Daily Independent, The Nation, and of course we have, yes, that's about what we have actually.
The Daily Sun is here, right?
Yeah, the Daily
Okay.
Sun is also here.
Okay, so let's quickly start with the Punch newspaper.
Yes.
The Punch. All right, these are the headlines rocking the Punch newspaper this morning. The screaming one here, APC primaries, governorship aspirants shun consensus deal in 10 states. That story you'll find on page 2. The riders include over 30 governor aspirants set for primaries in 10 states. Plateau aspirant denies stepping down for Muftuan. Oborewori, Yusuf, Mba, 8 other governors emerge as consensus candidates. Abdulrazak names Seriki as successor. Danladi steps down as 12 others brace for primary. Alright, that's the screaming headline from the Punch newspaper. From the top strip on page 29, how EFCC tracked ex-minister Maman to Kaduna. On page 29 also, Danjuma saved Gowon's Abuja land from El Rufai, said Kuka. Danjuma saved Gowon's Abuja land from El Rufai, Kuka. Also on page 29, Turaki-led PDP clears Jonathan for 2027 race. Okay, this is on page 16. Troops tracking Oyo kidnappers. That's from DHQ. Troops tracking Oyo kidnappers. From the left strip on page 9, federal government misses Q1 tax target by 2.2 trillion naira. Page 29, Oti Abure truce crumbles amid LP crisis. From the bottom strip on page 2, aspirants fault APC senatorial primaries in Ekiti. Others. Page 3 has the story 40 Southwest local governments under terror threat, Gani Adams says. Page 9, Dangote unveils plan for multi-billion-dollar Olokola seaport. All right, these are the stories we're tracking this morning from the Punch newspaper.
Right, the New Telegraph newspaper is next. The New Telegraph newspaper. These are the headlines from the New Telegraph. Yeah, the New Telegraph. It says, high demand for Nigeria's Jet A1 pushes earnings to 743 billion naira. Federal government bond auction attracts 796 billion naira demand and oversubscribed. You can find this on page 30. Primaries. Senator Kalu thanks Tinubu and constituents after APC victory. You can find this on page 2. EFCC arrests and convicted ex-Power Minister Saleh Maman in Kano. Why El Rufai was relocated to DSS custody. Prosecution. You can find this on page 6. Federal government spots structural gaps in VAT and WHT by state governments and GOES. And the screaming headline here says, 2027, House senators who defected to APC for refuge lost return tickets and at primaries. As outcome, a mix of upsets, consensus victories, and mass disqualification. 3 serving senators who defected from PDP, at least 41 other aspirants barred. Group protest alleged exclusion of Christians in Niger. You can find this on page 2 and page 6. PDP dares Jonathan to contest 2027 presidency. You can find this on page 2 and also page 6. Tinubu to go on. Your memoir offers lessons for national unity and stability. Ebola. US stops visa services for 3 African nations. NCAA issues alert. Directs enhanced surveillance at airports. Death toll rises to 131 in the Democratic Republic of Congo. You can find this on page 3 and 4. DHQ, no terrorist base in Southwest, says 175 terrorists killed in Nigeria. Taraba, troops nabbed arms dealer linked to 23 AK-47 rifle sale. And lastly, weak hand grip may signal higher depression risk. This is a study.
All right, we quickly look at the Daily Trust newspaper. Daily Trust this morning has this screaming headline, People told Tinubu I planned to kill him. That is from Shettima, Vice President Shettima. People told Tinubu I planned to kill him. All right, from the top strip of the Daily Trust, how EFCC arrested convicted ex-minister Mamam. Why I wrote autobiography, says Gowan. El Rufai tapped NSA's phone, prosecution tells court. All right, from the bottom strip, 2027, PDP faction clears Jonathan for presidential race. From page 16, we have son allegedly stabs father to death. Also on page 26, I will never forgive school teacher for allegedly raping my daughters. All right. APC primaries, More aspirants reject results, take complaints to Abuja. These are the stories rocking the front page of the Daily Trust this morning.
The Daily Independent newspaper is next. The Daily Independent newspaper. These are the headlines from the Daily Independent newspaper. 175 ISIS fighters, commanders killed in Nigeria, U.S. operations. This is from the DHQ. Says terrorists have no operational base in the southwest. Gowon's life rebukes diverse narratives and stereotypes in Nigeria. This is coming from Tinubu. Rising food prices spark calls for AG Tech and logistics investment. Nigeria bleeding under government of post-tragedy press statement. This is coming from Atiku, and you can find this on page 7. EFCC arrest fleeing convicted ex-power minister Maman. You can find this on page 29. Pantami withdraws from APC Guba race in Gombe. Cites violation of Electoral Act. You can find this on page 6. Minister hails tax ombud office as key reform under Tinubu administration. You can find this on page 6. PDP grants Jonathan waiver, screens 12 Guba aspirants. The writer there says to screen 2,122